We will now cross over to Ethan, who is in Nyungwe National Park right now, to tell us more about what's on ground. Ethan, good evening. Good to see you over the other side.
Very good evening, Gloria.
Tell us, 2 years later after the attack, what do you make of the situation there? What are some of your observations?
Yes, 2 years after the FLN attack in Nyungwe National Park and in the outskirts of Nyungwe National Park, one would say residents are healing a day at a time. We see the wounds recovering, especially for the story of the one that we saw in the story and others that survived the attack. There is a lot of trauma, there is a lot of losses. The gentleman that we had in the national park has lost almost everything. He actually lost 700,000 of his capital in the business. He was coming from Rusizi to buy foodstuff and stock in his shop where we found him. So the people are still recovering, and you know, we can only wait for justice to be served, and if there is any, probably be compensated.
Absolutely. You're in Nyungwe National Park right now. Give us the current picture, and why do you think that this area was targeted by the armed groups?
Well, that is a question that I cannot fully answer of why they were targeted. But Nyungwe National Park borders Burundi, and on the other side of the park there is Chibira Forest that is in Burundi, which is, you know, as per reports, highly, you know, in a habitat for armed groups that are seeking to destabilize Rwanda. As they say, they also seek to destabilize the other side of the country. So this is the area, the forest that, you know, has that can easily be penetrated by armed groups for various reasons. But again, probably at some point they saw that gap of being a forest and you know, entering from the other side of the country to see how they can destabilize the country. But Rwanda Defense Force has heavily deployed, and since that time they even managed to defeat the insurgencies, and they have heavily deployed. As you can see, there's a lot of lighting and all that, which was there, but it was probably more enforced to make sure that there's no leakage of incursions towards the Rwandan territory.
Ethan Tashubia, thanks indeed for your insight this evening.
Very great to have you. Thanks.